Finding Home is a virtual reality game that puts players in the perspective of a dog as it attempts to escape the pond. The game focuses on the theme of persistence, evoke players with the feeling of loss and overcoming the struggle to find and bring it back. The game also has obstacles to challenge players from a unique perspective, as players embody the dog character. The ultimate goal: have a hope to find happiness and find your way home.
We went through different environments that we want to add into our plot, including urban, field, nature, and the farm. These environments build up the flow of the narrative, establishing the tone and atmosphere. We also wanted to persuade morality and ethical empathy towards animals, help players understand the struggle of stray animals in an urban environment.
The team took a top-down design approach in considering the overall theme, breaking down the environmental and interactive elements through a dog's perspective. Throughout development, we considered Emily Brown and Paul Cairns a grounded investigation of game immersion, engagement through curiosity in the physical structure, photorealistic visual and auditory responses to engross players, then finally darkening the actual space in the attempt of total immersion.
The story begins with the dog pond to establish the sense of entrapment and loneliness. When the player reaches the climatic aspect of the plot, it is meant to evoke the feeling of sadness. The subsequent event initiates the feeling of hope and eventually reaches the peaceful setting, home. Through user testing questionnaires, we want to know the level of affordance when playing our game. We wanted to observe the frustration and emotions that players may encounter during the gameplay, as well as minimize confusion in gameplay and narrative. Some testers feel motion sickness because the avatar moved too fast and jumped too high. To solve the confusion issue, we provided visual cues to indicate interactable items and used animation to guide players. We addressed most of these issues before the final showcase.
We built our station as a cage for players to enter through a small cage door as a transition from the real to the virtual environment. We also asked players to sit on a dog bed to initiate the low perspective of the game. A projector was also present to show gameplay footage to the public.
Our exhibit attracted a wide array of audiences, from teenagers to elders.
It was a really nice game, and there was lots of good imagery, and the sound and the song and the soundtrack was really good too.
I thought it was good what your purpose was to be in the perspective of a stray dog. It was kind of scary. Yeah, and then seeing all the other dogs just being there. At first I didn't know, like, there was no door, so I felt trapped. I'm prone to motion sickness, so I guess it increased it more. And I guess like turning really slowly with the controller.
The end was nice because you were like running in a field, right, and then running towards a man. So then it kind of felt like like the title, right? It's like coming back home and finishing the game and whatnot.
To contrast with the dog pound, it's like more enclosing, and then being in the farm is like freedom.
If we had more time, we would have experimented with more intuitive controllers instead of using the traditional gamepad. Also, we would have fading transition between scenes work with the VR headset, rather than just in Unity. Team K9 is proud in creating an immersive and engaging game and tell a simple yet compelling narrative storyline. These were executed through the unique perspective of a dog and keep the interaction straightforward so that players are captivated by the game's immersive experience.